Good evening, it's Tuesday at 10 o'clock p.m. and welcome to
Radio.
Welcome to Hammer Smash Radio here on CKCU 93.1 FM. That was actually, I think, the best leveled yell of radio we've ever had, so congratulations. And bringing that good yelling of radio is our good friends here in Endemise. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Right on. Now, most of you probably know this. If you're listening to the show, you probably are well aware of Endemise. But for those of you who don't, these guys are working on a brand new record. They have a not wholly new lineup, but pretty damn new. Actually, yeah, pretty damn new lineup. I turn my head, I'm like, wait a minute, it's even more new than I realized. But that being said, it's actually, when you see rejuvenated lineups or just completely new guys in a band, a lot of the time you're like, oh no, this is not going to pan out. But this, I just heard like a super early pre-prod, and my first words were, hell yes, this has been meant to happen forever. So congratulations, guys, on some great choices.
Yes, sir.
And to say the least, we're very, very stoked to see you guys hitting the stage. Now, that being said, when is your guys' next live performance here in Ottawa?
We got our first show on Saturday with From the Deep. Yeah.
It's the coronation of the new guys.
Yes.
Very good, very good. So that is not a long wait whatsoever. Of course, you guys are referring to your co-headlining spot, April 23rd, this Saturday, which is awesome because it's actually a 3 or 4 day weekend depending on where you work.
Yeah.
So, perfectly like right in the middle of it. Nothing like an Easter celebration brought to you by black metal, which is really funny when you think about it. And you guys are, of course, playing along with From the Deep, as you mentioned, Insides Out, who it'll be their last show, Bolero. Great band, and Battle Soul. Exactly. You guys have it memorized. I don't even have to do this anymore. Right on.
Dale told me before I got here.
Oh, okay, there we go. You're like, he gave me a debriefing. He was like, you're playing with this guy and say they're good, and then you're also playing with this guy. And the idiot on this show is Jeremy. Pretend you like him for an hour.
I love you,
Jeremy. For now. But right on, guys. Anyways, I know people kind of generally tune in within the first few minutes, so I don't want to waste any good conversation now. I want to throw us on some good tunes, and we can reconvene and start really asking the hard pressing questions as soon as we've got everyone here. So it's nice because I don't have a lot of bands that are on the black metal side. In fact, Ottawa doesn't really have many that are even have a touch of black. I think Immersed would be about the closest guest I have to say for that. Speaking of which, congratulations to those guys on getting signed. You guys are next. So you've got the black element. Seemingly that is what matters. But because of that, tonight's show is actually going to be really sweet. If you are a fan of the more dark, evil music, you're going to be super happy tonight. And a good way of starting that off is with some Emperor. This is Sworn from Equilibrium. And welcome back to Hammer Smash Radio. A bit of Emperor. That was Sworn from 9 Equilibrium. And we are joined today by the guys in Endemise, who are working on a brand new record. They've got 2 tracks that they brought for us. But before we showcase all that stuff for you guys, of course, got to ask them some questions. We have to give them a hard time before we can be nice to them. It seems only fair to me. Now, when they handed me these 2 CDs, it's kind of interesting because the 2 CDs have 2 different lineups in a sense. And as I mentioned earlier, at the beginning of the show, you have a brand spanking new lineup. Save 2 members, the brothers that keep it alive. So I figured, what better opportunity to introduce the new guys here. So actually, I'll let you guys kind of yell your name and where on earth you come from, because it's cool. It's a change of lineups, but it's also a bit of a star lineup that you have rocking out here. So let's hear these amazing stars that you've been able to grab out.
What's up, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Rohan.
I'm Phil.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got the first half of it right, which proves that you're musicians. You got half of it right.
I was going to say more, but then I'm like, well, I don't want to go.
You can't upstage it.
Yeah, I can't upstage.
All right. Now, Phil, people might know you from where else?
I'm from Dissension. I grew up in Barhaven. Been around in the scene since like 2002. So I guess most people in the scene know me.
True enough. Now, Frankie.
I'm from South Keys, and I was playing in Collider's, and I've been in a couple bands before that too. So Yeah.
So that's always the answer.
How about you, Ron?
I've been in a bunch of bands, jumping around a lot, playing drums. The only other band, well, Arcane and Crash, heard of them. That was probably the biggest band I was in.
Okay,
Arcane
very
and
cool.
Crash and Hatherset.
Okay.
Now he plays bass.
Now he plays bass. You're like, well, my feet used to play these, so my hands might as well.
How the hell this happened?
Like 6 of the listeners got that joke. Everyone's like, what is he talking about? What? So how did you guys all find each other? Because it was a bit of a coming together. I remember going like, oh, wait, these 2 guys are leaving the band. And then it was like, don't worry about it, dude.
Well,
and then suddenly you had these guys.
I met Dale last summer. He worked at Musicland, and I was always buying my stuff there. And yeah, I was kind of scared of him at first because he always kind of gave me this look of, like, I'm supposed to be the only metal guy in Barhaven. And I don't know, we ended up like talking after a while, and we played a bunch of shows last summer with them, probably most of them.
Most of them,
and then when Will and Mitch left, Dale was like, well, you should do it. I think that my band and his band are the closest group together wise, and so yeah, it works out, and I love playing the new stuff.
Right on. How about you 2?
It was kind of funny how I joined the band. Basically, basically they were looking for vocalists, and I didn't know. And Rohan was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Are you in a band right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, playing in a band." And he's like, "Would you be interested in playing Endemise?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" I apologize for that. But yeah, basically it happened like that. So it was just random.
Cool. And then yourself, Rohan, how'd that, especially going from the bass drum to the bass?
Yeah, that was different. I wanted, because I've played guitar before, and I've always been interested in playing bass, and I picked up a bass at Christmas, so I've been playing bass for 5 months now, I guess.
Slapping the bass.
Yeah. and then I let Dale know, and he was like, "Hey man, play some songs." So, and then he asked me to play with Endemise. It's pretty sweet.
It's like, and the rest is history. Well, cool, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that you guys all came together, and obviously there's some good stuff coming out of it. Now, I'll ask you a little bit more about the new sounds when we're playing the newer track. But can you tell me anything about the one that I'm about to play? And you said that there's a bit of a guest vocalist on it and some stuff, so I'll let you explain this, Dale.
Well, basically, we went in to record this as a bonus song for, I don't know, we just recorded it.
No reason, we just wanted to do something.
We were gonna put it on iTunes as a bonus track, but we ended up not doing that either.
Really?
Yeah, not yet. Not yet, at least. Basically, I don't know, we just wanted to have, this was after we toured and everything, and we wanted to play, we really liked this song, so we wanted to record it, and then...
We were upset we didn't get to when we were recording the EP.
Yeah, we kind of ran out of time when we were recording that. So when we came back from tour, we were like, okay, let's record this and just whatever, throw it up online, see what people think. And then, of course, we became close with all the guys in Immersed and Darkness Rights on tour. So we got Mark Phillips of Immersed to come and do a bunch of guest vocals on it. So he pretty much sings half of the song along with Will and Mitch there. So yeah, it's an older one. Many people have probably already heard.
And welcome back to Hammer Smash Radio. Some new Septic Flesh, courtesy of the guys in Endemise here. Oceans of Grey from the Great Mass, and of course we heard a bit of a rare track in a sense because it was never officially released. So Amidst the Ancient Suns from Endemise's. Well, we said it was from your self-titled EP, but in reality it was from nothing. It's like, how do I say this well? You're like, nothing.
Japanese
like,
release edition.
There, that's it. It was for the Japan import.
Yeah.
There, you are the new PR guy for them. I take it. You're like, no man, Japanese import. Like,
I just can't shut up. I don't know. I just talk too much.
It worked this time, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
But anyways, of course, I'm sitting here with the guys in Endemise. 2 oldies and 3 newbies, and very, very. But it's a very good and very good change. Now, you guys are working on the new album. You said you're going into the studio in October, right?
Yes.
And you've got like how many pre-prods have you been working on for this?
We have 4 recorded. Only one that we actually did vocals on and bass. The other ones are just me in my bedroom. This one was recorded in my bedroom as well, but it's a bit more advanced. We spent a little bit more time on it.
That's good.
We get bored and we record. We don't really have.
I mean, for a pre-prod recording, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no, and I would definitely agree with that. Now, just thinking about, this lineup change and what's going on right now, it kind of makes you think back to way, way back in the day when Endemise first started. So, like, I think I ask this every time I probably see you, especially every time you're here. How long has Endemise been going for?
Oh, since 2005, August 2005, we started. We had some interesting characters in the band then.
And you still do now,
Yeah,
but they're good guys.
It's changed a numerous amount of times.
Now we got bromance.
Yeah.
Now you got bromance.
Yeah.
Well, that is important for any band. But how would you say, because, I mean, anytime you get a band that's been going on for 6 years like you guys, numerous lineup changes and stuff like that, as I said, that was a positive thing.
Yes.
Got to point that out. It's like, because usually that is like, I don't know, but good thing for you guys. How have you guys watched, like, the sound develop? And I mean this both in terms of you two, the consistent members, and also the guys that are coming in now, because I'm sure that back in the day you guys were Endemise fans. So how does that feel to now be sitting in that blackened throne, so to speak, and watch it become what it is today?
The sound has changed a lot, I find.
Oh yeah, the sound of Endemise.
I think that a lot of it, is, like Dale's writings, matured a lot. Like, I mean, even the new song, Dale and Dave, had the biggest part of that. And it's a lot, I don't know, I find it like a lot more, it's a lot darker, like as you'll hear later. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely, they definitely matured over the last couple of years, especially, I think.
It definitely went from something that I was kind of into, and now it's definitely something I would listen to on my iPod if I wasn't in the band.
Actually,
I was waiting for you to do that.
It takes a couple, sometimes it takes a couple listens to like really get into a band. You got to listen to it as a whole. And I saw them live, and I mean, Endemise, before I was in it, one of the best live bands in Ottawa. But I think you really got to hear the CD to, fully hear everything that's going on. And there's a lot of awesome layering, and yeah, I don't know. I think they did a great job, and I hope to.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
You're
so nice. You're so nice.
See, I told you, PR guy right there.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That's interesting to have that perspective, because yeah, you guys really would have been able to watch the band grow, and now you get to participate in that. So it must be a very interesting experience. Now, Dale, how is that for you, and David as well? How has that been for you guys, just kind of creating it?
I guess we always try to challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
Everything's changing. I never know what I like. I just keep writing.
Whatever we feel like we
I have like 100 songs written on my computer. Just play. Comes out what you hear now.
Mix stuff up, whatever. Things always come of it.
I mean, I got to give credit to Will. He did a lot of the writing as well, and he's actually still the generous young fellow he is. He's still writing keyboards for us, and he's still helping us out with stuff. So although he's not in the band, he's still with us. He's still supporting us, and he's still like he wrote a lot of the keyboards for this song we're gonna play today. So
yeah,
that's a big help as well, because yeah,
I definitely have some big shoes to fill doing vocals.
Well, that's always a good thing, though.
Yeah.
At least that's saying that you have big shoes to fill rather than exceptionally small ones. And it's true, you guys do. The band's been around for 6 years. There definitely is expectations among people, and that's good to see that not only are people living up to it, but they're actually surpassing it. And actually, speaking to that, how have you guys found the reactions to the new the pre-prods and stuff?
I mean, we've only showed some of our friends and a couple people. This will be the first time we've ever played it anywhere public. We've only ever showed, and everyone's loving it so far. Everyone's a lot of positive response. Nothing. All good so far.
People like it.
Oh, that's always good. Now I'm curious, because when I heard it a little while ago, my first statement, and I'm curious as to what you think of it, was I heard it and I was like, man, this is what Endemise has always been meant to be.
Yeah,
I think it was Frankie, you showed it to me, and that was my exact reaction. Like, man, this is what I've been waiting for. Finally, hell yes, this is exactly.
We definitely
it.
took our time finding a new vocalist. We had a couple tryouts. I think we went on for like 3 months waiting until we found somebody that fit us, and then we found Frankie, and yeah.
Which is long for us because we're very impatient.
Yeah, we're impatient.
Oh.
I called the night that Mitch and Will decided they were gonna part ways with the band. I called Phil that night. Phil, I need you to play guitar.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Only for you, man.
Okay, so that's good then. So I guess in that case, then you would agree with my statement that this is really a natural. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's good. It feels right. Speaking as someone that's watched you guys go on for the last while, it definitely sounds right, and it's definitely good to hear. So actually, can you tell us anything about the new track that I guess we'll be about to play now?
Recorded it in my house. Like I said, Will helped write some of the keyboards.
It's about werewolves.
It's about werewolves, I
Werewolves,
guess. First song that Frankie wrote and recorded vocals on, so it's all new.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on. Now, what is the name of this track?
I don't know what it's called.
It's Lycan.
Welcome back to Hammer Smash Radio. A bit of Belphegor, Sato Messiah from their brand new Blood Magic Necromance and Endemise. Brand new, like to the extent that you'll never hear it anywhere else. Lycan from their as of yet unknown, unreleased, it's only pre-prod thing.
Yep.
It'll exist. Well, it'll start to exist in October, I guess.
Yes.
But right on. And of course, I'm joined here by the dudes in Endemise. Always a pleasure. Phil, you look like you're gonna die.
Calm down.
I'm sorry.
It's all good, dude. So anyways, of course, we were just hearing some brand new tracks. It is definitely a very new musical venture for you guys. I was curious, what is it that you guys have like in your iPods or in your music players, whatever they're called these days? I'm not going to brand them. What was it that you were listening to a lot of when you were kind of coming up with this sort of stuff?
I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to everything from like this kind of Septic Flesh to Eminem rap. I listen to everything. So
It's true.
Britney Spears, whatever's in there. Just put it on. I put it on shuffle and I know I said I was going to say that.
You delivered. So there you go. You're a man of your word.
Yeah. I mean, I like to support a lot of local stuff too. I listen to a lot of Immersed and all that stuff there. From the Deep, I love their new track. So I don't know. I listen to everything.
Cool, man. Cool. How about you guys? What sort of stuff is on your CD player
I'm an
nowadays?
old metal fan, so I listen to a lot of Dissection, Necrophagia, some old school stuff.
Old and grimy. He says with a Suffocation shirt on, so you know he's telling the truth. It's a good band.
Along with the new Watain CD, Lawless
Okay.
Darkness.
Right
Definitely
on.
a good CD.
How about you, Phil? You're close to the mic.
Devin Townsend, my idol. Listen to a lot of Opeth. Lately, some Scar Symmetry was on today. Digging Imogen Heap.
Right on.
Yeah, I don't know. It varies. I like Infected Mushroom. I like a lot of 80s butt rock too, like Journey and Wasp and Skid Row. Yeah. For the death metal stuff, I mean, yeah, I guess the new Septic Flesh has been pretty much the best thing I've heard in a while.
Cool. And David, what gets you doing these crazy blast beats these days?
I don't know. I listen to whatever's new, interesting to me. I actually listen to a lot of orchestral stuff.
Cool.
So not many blasts there, but
Bach
at
brings
the
some-
moment, though, it's Septic Flesh.
Cool. How about you, Ryan?
Got the seed.
I listen to everything. Like when I'm drawing at home, I like to listen to classical music. But when I like to drum to metal, like fast metal. Like lately, I've been listening to Chthonic, they're like a Japanese metal band. They're friggin' sweet. Hello Flesh, God Apocalypse, like bands like that,
Cool. And welcome back to Hammer Smash Radio. Take that, Satyricon. Try and play. No dice. That was a bit of hate. The Evangelistic Pain from Morphosis. They are, of course, playing this Thursday along with Belphegor and a bunch of other great bands. And right here, sitting beside me, Endemise, who are playing this Saturday with a whole bunch of great bands. Gotta love Ottawa for that these days. There's nothing but great shows. And also, I really gotta say, nothing but a lot of great bands. And I guess that might be a kind of fun way to end off the night, is just kind of reflecting on that, because we've been sitting here. You guys have been around. Well, Endemise has been around for 6 years. And what's it been like watching not only your band grow, as we've been talking about earlier, but just watching the scene as a whole grow?
It's been great. There was like 2 years where it was dead,
Yeah.
and like this year it's picking up like crazy. There's so many good Ottawa bands now, and I stand by all of them.
There, now you're the PR guy. You just got fired.
Fired Phil.
Although the singing was a good touch.
That's a good
It
scene.
was a good touch. It was a good touch.
That's something to look forward to on the new Endemise record.
You're singing?
Stuff like that.
You're just like, I'm gonna mix him out. Here, Phil, do more backing. Do. What, you won't give me a mic for singing? We don't need one. You're that good, man. Don't worry about it. But cool, and of course you guys were a part of the Ottawa Metal Assault, I think was the name of the tour.
Yes.
How was that? Like, that was what, a year and a half ago. We had you on right before you did it. You just released the Endemise EP. How was that? And also, what was it like touring as an Ottawa band, kind of going to all these other areas?
Touring was amazing. I mean, it was more fun hanging out with the dudes in Darkness Rites and Immersed than the actual shows. The shows were good as well, but I guess because we all got along so well that it was just 2 weeks of the best time of my life, pretty much.
Walmart parking lot parties.
Yeah, good time. And some shows were really bad, some were really good. It depended on the town and the promoter, whoever was making the show, but yeah.
That's living the dream.
Pretty much.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the ups and downs, but it doesn't matter, because if
Sleeping
you're
in
enjoying...
a van with 5 dudes.
That's less of the dream part, but it's the reality that makes the dream come true, eh?
It's not all fun.
Congrats on Immersed, by the way.
And on that note, no, but it's been cool watching you guys.
Congrats on Immersed, by the way.
Yes.
Way to not even listen to me.
I've got these on, dude. All I can hear is me and him.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, wow.
No, not I. Well, actually, I could only hear what the mic hears,
My bad.
but it's all good. But no, it's completely true. Immersed just got signed to Unique, so massive congratulations out to those guys. It's very nice to see, especially when you think about it. If you sit down and you go, okay, you look at all the Ottawa bands, and you try and think of who's going to get signed. Immersed is amazing, but I wouldn't have necessarily put my number on them because of the style of music they play. They play it amazingly, but it's Black and Death. That's not necessarily the most marketable stuff. You would think, maybe one of your Aggressors or your Joe Thrasher, who's been around forever, sort of thing. So it's really cool to see, I guess, in that sense. And how does that feel knowing, because you guys tour with them?
Yeah.
So how does that feel to know that, you guys were on a bill or, continuously playing with someone of that caliber, and you guys are really right beside them the whole time? So, I guess that speaks volumes to yourselves.
You're probably thinking, when's my turn?
No, it's definitely awesome. They definitely deserved it, and it's great.
About time.
Proud of them.
Yeah.
There we go. That is a great way
Good guys.
to put it off. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for joining me here in the studio tonight. It's always a pleasure having you guys either here or just chilling out in general.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having
Thanks a lot, dude.
Anytime, guys. And, of course, we can see you guys next this Saturday at Cafe de Cuff. I think the doors open at 7 o'clock, so be sure to be there nice and early. Insides Out is playing their last set ever, so you definitely want to check that out. And Endemise co-headlining